Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. For this video, I thought we'd talk about this Craftsman. There goes Bud. Every time. Bye, buddy. Hey, buddy! You're okay, bud. You're okay. You can stay. We're going to talk about this Craftsman Workbench. Oh, goes again. We're going to talk about this Craftsman Workbench I just recently picked up from Sears. Paid $220 for it. It is part of the current offer of spend $100, get $100 back in points, so that does help out a little bit. But I just put it together yesterday for my little office here. And I thought we'd talk about some of the stuff I like, some of the stuff I don't like about it. It's 45 inches long, about 23 or 24 inches wide. It says it can hold 800 pounds. The drawer there can hold 100 pounds. You can see it's got a shelf at the bottom. And power strip there. You got the pegboard, the wood top. There's also a little compartment underneath the wood top we'll look at. And then the top piece there. It took about an hour, maybe a little over an hour to put together. By the way, it's number 976637. I don't think it's worth $220. It's going to work perfect for me because I just need to do light duty stuff in here. Once in a while I'll take something apart. Mostly when I'm making YouTube videos, I wanted something to look more like a workbench instead of just a plastic table. And for taking pictures for eBay stuff. So I'm not going to be doing heavy duty stuff with it, which makes it perfect for me. But it's got the roller bearing slides. The drawer's about 3 inches deep or so. I think it's 17 inches that way. The slides feel alright. I'd say similar to my Husky box. Although, surprisingly enough, I think the US General 5-drawer mechanic cart I have probably has the best slides of any of the toolboxes I own. I know, that's shocking to say. So my main problem with this thing is it just, for something that's $220 for a workbench with one drawer, there's not a lot of expensive pieces going into this. And I feel like it's too expensive for the quality that you get. So the finish is pretty light. It's scratched up pretty easy just putting it together. The drawer, tell me if this isn't annoying. Why doesn't the drawer sit flush? This should just be straight. There should be no sticking out. I just found that kind of annoying. There's these 2 extra holes right here. So you can see this is how all the screws are held together. I don't know if there's another version that has a second drawer, because that's the exact same way that this drawer is put on, or if maybe it had a cross member at some point. The storage box on top is just sitting here. It doesn't get bolted into place or anything. There's a support that holds the pegboard, one on each side, and it extends up past the pegboard, and this has holes in the back and it just falls down on top of it, so it doesn't actually get bolted on at all. The lid comes up. It has these little hinges. Now if it was a nice, you can see it's already scratched right there on the inside, a nice quality item, those would be little actuators, little shocks, but they're just cheap hinges. And this thing, interesting enough, actually comes completely flat in the box. You have to bend it yourself. You bend it and put it on the side pieces. You can see this corner has this perforated almost, I guess it would be considered perforation, edge, and that's where you fold it. So it's a nice little extra piece of storage. It's got holes in the back that you could run wires, put some chargers or something maybe up there. I think that's what I'm going to do with it. But I do think it's kind of goofy that it just sits there. Of course, you got the metal pegboard in back. Also, I'm not using them, but there's 5 holes on this side for S-hooks, so you could hang things on the side. I think the biggest disappointment for me is the wood top. It just lays there. There's no hinge, there's no nothing, there's no handle to lift it, although there's storage underneath there. I think I'm going to get my router and give myself a little finger slot here so I can pick it up. Because like right now, one-handed, this is almost impossible to grab this thing. So as you can see, maybe now, it just sits there. There's nothing at all that holds it in place. So if you ever need to get under here, what a pain in the ass. But it does have nice storage once you get there. There's that little S-hooks it comes with. There's all the bolts. Little Phillips that hold this thing together. It's the only thing you need is a Phillips, and there's about the hinges on the top piece have a little nut and bolt. It's a Phillips on the bolt, but has a nut on the back. The wood top's okay. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, this side's better than the side I got facing up, so I'm going to have to flip it over. Let's see, this side's got just not real good. So getting the $100 back in points definitely makes it better. You can see got 3 outlets and the 2 USBs, which I do like. I don't know, I feel like if I actually paid $220 out of pocket, I also used about $90 in points I already had, so my money out of pocket really isn't going to be that bad. I just feel like for that much money they could have done a little better job fit and finish. When I was putting mine together, this back corner of the bottom piece, these legs, if you can tell, we're talking about the back, but it sits, well, here you can see on this one. You see how this platform and then this sits right here and there's a cutout in the leg. Well, on my back one, the top shelf like this, the box must have got hit or something and it was curled up. So it wasn't sitting flush here, and then none of the holes lined up. So I had to monkey around with that back corner a little bit. If you don't care about the pegboard and that back top storage compartment at all, and all you want is a workbench of similar size, Harbor Freight has the Yukon. That's a 46-inch cart. It's on casters. It has a single drawer just like this, and the bottom cabinet's enclosed. It just has 2 doors on it. It doesn't have the power strip, and it doesn't have the back section there, but it's similarly priced. And then Home Depot has a Husky that's pretty much identical to the Yukon. Those would definitely be something worth at least looking into before purchasing. Anyways, guys, that's just some of my initial thoughts after putting this together 1 o'clock in the morning last night, then waking up this morning and looking at it. If it was $120, I'd feel real good about it. I think, oh man, that's really worth it, because then you don't really care about some of the other little flaws because you know it was only $100 or so. But this is on sale at $220, and that just seems a little aggressive for a single drawer. That you can tell they cut corners to try and make it cheap. All right, thanks for watching, guys.